Hey, I'm Grim, and this is Grim Built. You ever asked yourself, why should I pay somebody to screw up my stuff? Well, why pay somebody to screw up your stuff when you can screw it up yourself and maybe even learn something in the process? Come on, we got a fun one today. Welcome to Grim Built, where I always say, why pay someone else to screw it up when you can screw it up yourself and maybe learn something in the process? Today we're working on the old Yukon. It's had a really minor fault, but man, what a pain in the butt to source a part for this thing. Washer fluid reservoir. Man, it's seen better days. Ironically enough, you can't even find one. So I got a custom built part, but the problem is it doesn't just bolt right in. We're going to have to modify it. Maybe that's where that word custom comes in. So we're going to have to make a spot for this thing to go because there's all this crap in the way. Here goes nothing. Old Trusty got crusty. Now we're going to get this pump out, chuck it in the bucket. Well, that's great, but we still got all this other crap in the way. Now we just got to get this area cleaned up. These dudes back where they go. Wire harness just a little bit crusty, but it'll do. Now we're going to test fit our part and see if any of these OEM holes line up. If they do, great. But if they don't, we're going to have to mark, drill, insert thread certs, and use different fasteners. The OEM holes didn't line up where I needed them, so I marked my holes and where I've got to drill. So these are thread certs, and this is a thread cert tool. This is what we're going to use to hold that dude right inside the inner fender. You do need the appropriate size twist drill for this. I like to go one size smaller so I can custom fit them to make sure they're good and snug. A couple things you want to remember when you're drilling. Don't drill too fast, and always use safety splints. After you get your holes drilled, I personally like to size them for the thread cert and then smooth them out. A lot of times I'll use a high-speed drill with a conical bit or something along those lines just to get a good fine size. This tool is pretty simple to use. Release the chain, let the handle out, screw this thing out until you can see that shoulder right there. Put your thread cert, screw it right on up in there. Now this, by the way, is a 1/4 by 20. It's a 1/4 inch diameter, 20 threads per inch. So just screw that thread cert up onto there, back it up onto the tool, insert it in the hole, and squeeze it like you would a rivet gun. Now earlier when I said 1/4 20 fastener, that's what I was talking about. It's a 1/4 inch diameter, and it's got 20 threads per inch. So select your correct fasteners. Don't forget crush washers, flat washers, whatever you prefer. I'm not going to argue semantics. I do what I do. Do what you do. Now, before we mount this dude, it feeds from the bottom instead of the front like the other one did. So I got a straight in the elbow. We're going to mount this dude, point the feed that way, and we'll remote mount the pump. You know, keeping that custom theme. We went ahead and mounted everything up, got everything plumbed up. We're using our OEM pump and our OEM harness, so we haven't changed anything as far as functionality goes, but we don't want this dude just flopping in the breeze, so we're going to figure something out. Yeah, we can't just leave that like that. Let's put our brains to use. I mean, for something more than a hat rack like I do. All right, so me being the guy I am, I found something that's made out of stainless steel, a little bit springy, and I think I can bend it up and drill a hole in it and make it work. Now, this is actually, believe it or not, this is for my heat gun. I don't use it for what it's intended for, and it's just kind of been sitting around. So I figure, what the heck, why not? Let's make something custom. Isn't that the theme? Custom, right? Man, talk about neater neck slacks. That thing looks like it was made to go there. Let's get it fastened to the truck and call it a win. What do y'all think? All right, so we drilled a hole in our handy dandy little part. Now let's get it mounted. Man, that's like all professional looking and stuff. Let's put some washer fluid in this thing and see if it works. It's not a win if it doesn't, right? You know, it's not that I don't trust this bracket that I just kind of made ish to keep this thing in place. But I'm the kind of guy that looks both ways at a dang one-way street crossing. So I'll put a zip tie in there because better safe than sorry, right? Oh, one of the kids just showed up. Well, apparently custom works. Man, never freaking fails. Just got done with that little project and started freaking raining. Good times. Well, I guess custom works, or at least it did in this case. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe or roast me in the comments. Whatever, man. Be a good time for everyone. Till next time, y'all be safe.